tournaments in college volleyball. California and Nebraska will square off from the newly named John Cook Arena inside the Bob Devaney Sports Center.
And again, Cal's got nothing to lose, so it'd be really. I'm expecting Cal's going to play really well today.
Well, Sophia Johnson, the libero for the Bears, will start it off. Out of Wayzata, Minnesota, Wayzata High School. Bears open up with the first serve of the match. Right to the middle goes Nebraska, and Rebecca Alec, who started off terrific this season with the kill.
This is something new, that play right there that they've developed. The setter's going behind Bergen. The middle's going behind Bergen. And it allows them to the pass can go all the way to the left and they can still run middle. It's pretty effective.
Pushed outside, that's rolled over by Phils, the transfer out of Iowa. Bump set. Adriano with the swing goes down the line. Nebraska up early, 2-zip. Take a look at the starting lineup, and Adriano, as you see, gets the start. They've been rotating, checking Adriano at that right side. Who will win it, as it's kind of been a back and forth battle. Sigler, the freshman, she'll run through the back row and gets the start. On the middle the other way, not down to the swing by Hayden. Back row swing, there is Sigler. Good up by Lau. Phils is blocked. Andy Jackson, Harper Murray there on the block of Phils.
This is an example of setting tight. You got two All-Americans blocking over there. It's just a really tough play. There's really no way to coach how to get out of that.
Tough pass there. Puts Cal out of system, and Phils pushes it into the antenna. Rough start here for the Cal Bears. Lainey Choboy, who has earned back that libero after having it taken away in the third set against Kentucky with the serve. Did not clear the net. 5-0. Here's a look at the lineup for the Bears. Sophia Johnson is their libero. She was the DS most of last year, but has really been the consistent factor in that back row for the Bears. Coach called her a grinder. You see Phils, the transfer from Iowa, starts at the outside, and the middles are probably the highlight of the Bears, the two middles. Thompson being one of them, Hayden the other. Good shot there, the kill by Desjardins.
Cal's just got to settle down, and when I talked to Jen, their head coach, she told me one of the reasons they wanted to come play here, they were in shock last year in the ACC with the travel and going to some of those road matches at Pittsburgh and Louisville. So it might take them a while to settle down here and get going.
Free ball opportunity here for the Bears. Good defense by Nebraska on the slide. Tried line, goes off the block of Murray, and the kill for Michaela Hayden.
It's a really nice play right there. Harper was in a great spot to block that slide attack where they're running out to the antenna, and she just hit it right off her hands out of bounds.
Popescu back to serve now. Just a freshman DS. Adriano. Good job defensively. The Bears keep it alive. Murray into the block. Little tight set. Uses the hands. Opportunity here again. Run the middle. Jackson is dug. Carbonaro with the up. Off the block, and the kill again by Desjardins.
What a great rally to get things going. That'll get everybody's blood pumping a little bit. And I think you can see Cal now getting a little bit of confidence. Larry, Coach Malkin told me defense is one of their strengths, and I think you saw a glimpse of it there. There were some really good hit balls by Nebraska, and they dug them.
Murray's swing is wide, and Cal has answered with a 4-0 run. There is Jen Malcolm in her second year, really working on the culture of this Bears program. Former assistant under Christy Johnson at Iowa State. Harper Murray on the overpass with the kill.
can tell already Nebraska is trying to set their right side more, and I think that is a priority for them to get Adriana more swings and again to have more of a balanced attack.
Adriana now back to serve. Block touch there by the Huskers. The slide, Jackson. Set a little long from Bergen Riley. Good floor defense there for the Bears. Great tip. Harper Murray with the kill. There is head coach Danny Busboom Kelly. 4th head coach in Nebraska history. Takes over for the man to my right. 25 years on the bench for John Cook, and she's undefeated, Coach. You didn't go undefeated.
Oh, no. My first year we did.
You did. It's 34-0 in national championship. Not bad. Touche.
Maybe she'll do the same thing this year. Beginner's luck.
Tough serve, but this is what Adriana brings you. Not only a great serve, but a great block on that right side.
Yes, and you saw she changed up. She's got a really hard serve that's high risk, high reward, and she changed it up. It's like a change up from a baseball pitcher. Now she thumps it hard. And again, she almost gets another overpass, and they get a free ball out of it.
On the slide. Blocked. And point for the Cal Bears. Block on that right side, Desjardins.
This is where Andy Jackson has a disadvantage of jumping so high. She jumped so high and hit it so down, it bounced off the blocker and came back and hit her. As you can see there, she's frustrated with that. Like, everything was great.
Murray, no touch, is long, point for Cal.
The attack is long, point, Bears.
I would still encourage Harper. That was a really good swing. She was going high hands there and just missed it.
Jordan with the serve. Out of the back row. Terea Sigler, she can pump it as well. Great big run by Terea.
Larry, this is, you kind of forget about Terea and Sigler, and you're worried about Andy, you're worried about Harper, 2 All-Americans, and you just see she had an opening lane right down the middle, easy kill, and she hits a heavy ball for a freshman.
It's played in every set for Nebraska. Off the tape by the ace. Team leading 5th ace for Harper Murray.
I'm glad Harper's leading the team in aces, because for the first 2 years I got on her about how bad a serve she had. She's really taking a lot of pride in serving.
And another ace. That's 6 now on the year for Harper Murray. It was interesting during the spring, she had that top spin jump serve that we thought maybe she would stick with, but no, she's going with this.
It's fun to do it in the spring. It's such a long season. They don't have. It's just there's so many jumps because you've got to practice that all the time. Here's 3 aces in a row. I'm surprised she hasn't looked up out here at me and said, "Go see this." But you know, again, we talked about Harper in the beginning of the show here, and this is her evolution as maturity. And serving is probably the one skill that shows you how much confidence you have, because it's you and the ball. So if you're really confident, great, you're going to thump it. Jarrett's at Texas, where they were expected to win, and they got Dan Fisher, who took over a Pitt program and hasn't done anything, and then you got KBB at Creighton, took over a program, I think, won 1 match. So how impressive is that list right there?
Remarkable. Point for Nebraska, 6-0 run right now for the Huskers. All on the serve of Harper Murray, and there is Danny Busboom Kelly. 8 seasons at Louisville. Diving up to keep it alive. Great pass by Harper. Great pass allowed Bergen Riley on the second touch to put it over.
Yeah, Larry, we have a saying, the dig makes the kill. And that was a great example. Harper put that thing on top of Bergen's head, and she was able to set it, or she decided to throw it down. Pretty much impossible to stop that.
into the top of the tape after a great run through the service line for Harper Murray.
It's so hard when you're running points like that because you just usually how those end, somebody misses a serve.
Yeah. Michaela Hayden back to serve out.
Beautiful pass.
Try that down off the block. Great diving up by Choboy. Swiped at but could not get it over. Just a little tight, a lot tight to the net.
This is what makes Laney such a great libero is the range. I mean, look how far the distance she covered to go get that ball. Tough play for Andy to deal with at the net, but great up.
Just long with the serve.
Going back to serve for Nebraska, number 15, Andy Jackson.
Seeing a little more of Andy Jackson at the service line this year.
Her first 2 years, she had a great serve. She had to become a better defensive player because now you got to play defense after you serve. And against a player who's gone into their junior year, and she's developing to be an all-around volleyball player.
Taylor Landfair into the game now for Nebraska. You saw the swing there. Bumps that right back to her. Landfair swipes it off the block. Oh, missed the block. And a point for Cal.
Checking in for Cal, number 10. Dominic Mills, and to serve number 12, Nellie Bauer.
So Larry, in volleyball we call this a tool attack. She's trying to take that ball and wipe it off the hands of that block. She just missed it. If that block was a little bigger, she probably would have been successful, but it's a smaller block. Taylor Landfair 6'4", so she's just got to lower her arm a little bit to do it.
On the slide, goes line outside the block and gets the kill.
Great execution by Nebraska there. This is, again, slide attack, one blocker. Becca could have hit that ball anywhere she wanted. Great set by Bergen Riley.
Good run in the middle. And the kill by Sawyer Thompson. Out of Lawrence, Kansas, not far from here in Lincoln. Parents in attendance this weekend.
Cal has to do a lot more of this, and the middles are their strength. They've got to get him the ball.
Jen Malcolm mentioned it was one of the keys to their success is to get the ball to the middle. Ooh, what a swing. How about Landfair with the kill?
That was an impressive swing right here. Out of system a little bit. High ball, bump set, goes up, takes that. There's not many teams that are going to dig that. And Taylor's getting to serve.
Good run in the middle again. And once again, the kill by Thompson. Thompson attended some camps here during her youth days in Lincoln. Drove up from Lawrence, Kansas. Was recruited actually by Jen Malcolm when Jen was at Iowa State. But really didn't have a desire to stay in the Midwest, that she wanted to go to the coast somewhere, experience something a bit different. Great up, nice defense by the Huskers. Off the top of the block. Riley with choices, out to Adriano with the kill.
Boy, that's a heartbreaker for Cal. It's worth 2 points for Nebraska because Cal should have won that point. I mean, they should have won it right here in the overpass. And Laney again makes an incredible dig. Sigler makes a great one hand over there, and then they win the rally. We say those are worth 2 points.
Big block, got down. With a combo run, Harper Murray puts it away.
So Larry, here's what we showed in the pregame when we talk about Harper moving around. They're gonna set her here on an inside set right over the top of Andy. So you see Andy in, it goes right over the top. So as a blocker, you have no idea who's gonna hit that ball because there's 2 hitters coming at you. And you can see the block couldn't get up and Harper hits it straight down.
Off the hands of Adriano, the kill by Desjardins.
So, really nice play here. And this is a tool shot. We're tooling the block. She's using Adriana Adriano is a big blocker up there, and she's able to wipe off her outside hand.
Andy Jackson with the kill. Nebraska 4 away here in set 1.
If I'm Danny Busboom Kelly right now, I'm pretty happy with the way the Huskers are coming out and playing. They're very efficient. Remember, they were at the night football game last night, too.
That's right. Celebrating their Big Ten championship from last year. On the slide, good swing by Hayden, 1 and up. Jordan off the block and gets the kill.
It's 2 really great tool attacks where they're hitting off, they're using the block as their friend. Desjardins did a nice job there, hit high into Andy's hands, who were a little bit late coming out. And again, you get a great deflect into the cameramen and the cheerleaders over there. And Laney can't dig that over there.
She's tried a couple of times. Second touch. Great kill by Natalie Lau, the senior center.
It's a really nice job. Andy's late getting back here, and Lau takes a great advantage of that. Great vision and a feel to make them pay on that.
To Murray. Off the block, and Harper Murray with the kill.
By Harper. Cal's starting to they're doing some nice things, but against a team like, when you're playing the #1 team in the country, you can't give up a 4 or 5 point run because it's so hard to come back from that.
Swing by Carbonara, her first kill of the match. Arissa Carbonara.
That was a really nice swing by her. She's one of the few players on their team that's not from California, from Texas.
And just a freshman. On the slide. Good block touch there by Carbonara. Did not clear the tape. And point for Nebraska. Huskers 2 away.
We're going to see a serve sub here for Andy Jackson.
Maisie Bosinger will come in.
And talking with Danny before the match, I asked her about subbing all these players in all the time, and she's really, she has a great saying, this team is built for a banner, not for individual awards. And she's trying to keep everybody ready to go in a match. And this is a great example. Maisie doesn't get to play a lot, but here's an opportunity to get her in, and she comes in, she's producing, and this is going to build confidence later on when they get in a really, really long match or later in the season.
Swing is wide. Point Nebraska, set 1 for the Huskers. An impressive performance in set number 1. The Huskers win it by 10, and look at that, 3 of their last